Hi guys, my name is Andy, and today we're going to work on the second passage of the writing section for the second practice SAT test that was on the CollegeBoard website but isn't anymore. I'm going to have this link, the link to the PDF below in the description, and you can look at the test from on your own. Alright, let's begin. The first time I visited the Art Institute of Chicago, I expected to be impressed by its famous large paintings. It's not on one hand because Um, the next sentence gives an example, so it would be for instance. For instance, I couldn't wait to view painter George Seurat's. Okay, you don't need a comma here because it's painter George Seurat, not painter George Seurat. Um, so this is incorrect. And you don't need a comma there either, so the answer would be B. It took me by surprise. Then, well, my favorite exhibit at the museum was one of its tiniest. Um, It's not a semicolon because the next part isn't a full sentence on its own, so it wouldn't be a comma either. This just changed the its part, so it would be C. Number 15. At this point, the writer is considering adding the following sentence. Alright, for these ones, even if you think that you shouldn't, like, let's say you think that you should add something in. But even if you think that you should add something in, if the don't add something part has a valid explanation for it, then that's the answer you should put. Should the writer make this addition here? It was I marvel at a Whippico salon dating back to the reign of French King Louis XV. Some argue, okay, yes, it provides some context for a Thorn miniature exhibit. It does, but even if it does, you shouldn't add it in there. B, because it explains, nope. You have no, we don't need the ornately decorated part. No, because it interrupts the paragraph's description of a miniature salon. Yeah, because we talk about, what's in the salon, like why it looks so good, and suddenly you don't want to add some random historical fact. 16. The couch and chairs, in keeping with the style of the time, are characterized by elegantly curved arms and legs. They are covered in luxurious rubber. Okay, that's not true. We know that this isn't true because that's just combined two sentences with a comma. Uh, so it's if we put in B, it would be the couch and chairs, in keeping with the style of the time, are characterized by elegantly curved arms and legs. The couches and chairs. Okay, for this one, it did the same thing as the no change part. They just combined two sentences with a comma. The couch and chairs, in keeping with the style of the times, are characterized by elegantly curved arms and legs, and are covered in luxurious velvet. This one's the answer because um, it's like it's the couches and chairs. They're designed. They're made more aesthetically pleasing by elegantly curved arms and legs. That's one, and by being covered in luxurious velvet. So the answer would be C. Number 17, which choice gives us second supporting example similar to the first one? So couch, for example, is 7 inches long. That's not a similar example. We want another one that's like, something really big is made really small. So the answer would be B. It's not C because I want to talk. C and D don't talk about inches. It's just a summary, you know. Number 18, the planning rooms are more sparsely furnished. Their architectural features. Okay, we want to combine those sentences. It's not. It shouldn't be by because they're not furnished by architectural features. They're not sparsely furnished by architectural features. So it's like, I think it should be B because uh, they're sparsely furnished, but they still have architectural features and like they got furniture that's fit to their time period. That's what it's emphasizing. Number 19, which choice most closely matches the stylistic pattern established earlier in the sentence? The room is simple but spacious, with a small sink and counter along one wall, a cast iron wood stove, and some hanging pots and pans against another wall, and a small table under a window of the living wall. It's no change because the pattern is something and something on the wall. It's like something and wall. It's not B because it ends with window. We don't want that. It's not C because it's C or D because it starts with wall. We don't want that. Number 20. As I walked through the exhibit, I overheard a visitor remark. Okay, it's not visitors. I overheard a visitor remarked. It's not in past tense. Shouldn't be in past tense. It's not visitors with an apostrophe at the end because it's one visitor. Like one visitor said it. So the answer would be D. You know the grandfather clock actually runs. Its glass door open. Glass door swings open. And the clocks can be wound up. Dotted with pin-sized knobs. Okay, it's not A because the other visitor isn't dotted with pin-sized knobs. So it's not B either. It's not C either. Like these visitors aren't dotted with pin-sized knobs. I'm trying to say the desks and the drawers are dotted with pin-sized knobs. So the answer would be B. To make the passage more logical, paragraph 2 should be placed now after 3, 4, and 5. Paragraph 2 was um, the author describing um, the exhibit. Where it is now, this is kind of awkward because it talks about the salons before even talk about what the exhibit even is. So I think it should be after 3. It can't be after 4 because um, 4 is like 4 should be a paragraph that's placed after describing something that's fancy. It talks about the plainer rooms are more sparsely furnished, so it's like something is more furnished than the more sparsely furnished room. So the answer would be after paragraph 3. All right, that's it. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching my video. On my next video, I'll be working on. Oh, where did notes go? On passage number 3. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe.